Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or whenever you're receiving this message. Now, listen, listen. This is not just a typical announcement. This one is very, very serious and very specific to you parents, grandparents, guardians, loved ones, supporters of a University of Dreams scholar. If that child is just 1 week old, or if that child's an eighth grader, this is for all of us to hear. Every year we have an outstanding Christmas production with our students. But this year, the Lord has laid on my heart. I take 100% responsibility for making sure that we're all informed, and that's why I'm coming to you personally. This year has been very different. It's been an awesome year. I want everybody that's listening to kind of figure out what's in here. What's in this gift? What's really in here? You have no way of knowing, right? Because it's not opened. Because it's covered up. Because it's not time for anyone to know yet. That's what I want to talk to you about. When I was growing up, there was this wonderful song that we used to listen to in school. It was called, "What Child Is This?" You know, what child is this who laid to rest? And I never really got it. I never really thought about it. And what I realized is Jesus was a gift. And we really didn't know what a gift he was. And now that we're coming up on this Christmas season, a lot of people, as we get a little older, we understand, man, how loved were we that God scholarshiped our lives, put us in an institution called the world for him to continue to teach us. And we have every day at the University of Dreams been able to teach and be blessed by your gifts. So here's the Christmas production this year. It's you. Mom, dad, grandma, uncle, aunt, whoever you are, we're going to ask you to be on our program this year. Yeah, not your child, you. You see, this is the way it's going to work this year, and I want you to pay close attention, because if we don't get it, your child will not be on program. And it could be not on program because you won't bring the main production. This is you on program this year. How is it going to work? We're going to have a chance to pull a child's name. And let's say this name is Ricky Glenn. At that point, you, the parent or the grandparent or the aunt, I don't know who the spokesperson is for everyone's family, but you're going to tell us who that child is. They didn't know who Jesus was. And the parents didn't know that he was going to be ridiculed, persecuted, mocked, betrayed. They didn't know that. And we have no idea of what our children are going to be as they get older. But I think it's only fair this year that we hear from you. Now, I know you say, well, I don't talk and I don't want to participate. But please, let that child hear what you think of him. Just a minute and a half, that's all. We'll enter to our main lobby. We'll have some fun foods. We'll come into the sanctuary in a very intimate setting. We'll start to draw names, and you're going to be on program. Now, my mom's not alive, but my mom was never able to see me really on program in school. But I know if my mom had a chance, she would have probably stood up in front of people and say, "This boy, Ricky, he's hilarious, he's funny, he's crazy." We don't want to know about their good grades. We already got that with your students. But we want to know, away from here, what has this school blessed your child with? What do we know or need to know or should know something fun, cute about your scholar? I don't care if he's 2 weeks old. There's something that's inside of that gift that we don't know about. Share it with us. You are on program on December 21st, the last day of school, right here at the University of Dream. The program starts at about 7 p.m., okay? And it'll just go just like that. We'll come in, we'll have snacks, we'll have food, and then we'll have this intimate, very close fellowship. Sort of like around the tree here in the main lobby and in the main sanctuary. And I would just hate for your child to not be honored on a night when, the greatest honor we have is knowing that you brought them to our school. So if your child is on program, your child now becomes the audience. He stands beside you. She stands beside you, or the grandparent, or all of you as a family together. And we pour into that child the gift that most people may not ever understand and may not ever know. How cool is it for a parent to say, this is my beloved son in whom I am well pleased? That's what God said about Jesus. What do you have to say about your child? Now, you can listen to this announcement over and over again if you need to. Give it to your relatives. Break it down to them. I don't mean for this to be short, because to me, this is a very, very, very big deal. And I just appreciate you giving me this time. It's very personable. I haven't written a script because it's from our hearts. What child is this that you've blessed to be in our school? What child is this that's going to be honored on the 21st of December, 7 p.m., because you are going to put your child on program. We're not asking you to do a talent. Just speak from your heart. Okay? We have had children to come through our school. This one little kid, I'm always talking about him. He started out, and he was born, he had to wear a helmet everywhere he went. No one knew that that helmet represented a huge amount of talent that was blessed by God to say, you don't know what's in this helmet, but boy, when it manifests, he's been able to bless the world. He was one of our scholars. He's one of our kids. He's one of God's gifts. So there's something we don't know about. If you're a child, don't tell the children what you're going to say about them. Share your gift with all of us. You're on program, not the children. Every single parent listening to this, please don't say no to your child being able to be honored that night. No pressure, just an opportunity. This is Pastor Rush. Now, if you need to call me personally, you can do so. All right? Thank you.